think we're recording. Let me go ahead and check. Alright, we are live. Life's good, gentlemen. Alright. Again, I love this theme song. You know what the title of this is, gentlemen?
Oh, I saw it once because I checked in the description because I thought you would put the song there. I can't remember what it's called.
It's called Waltz in a Low Light.
Oh.
And it's copyright free. It's copyright free. That's why I started using it, so there would be no issues with copyright. And I really like the tune because it kind of reminds me of Texas a little bit. Alright. Enough of that beautiful music. Alright, cool. Alright, gentlemen. Texas Math Mundo audience, are we in store for a treat today? Our first live stream of the 2022-2023 academic school year, and I have the great, distinct pleasure of having two top contenders as co-hosts today. They need no introduction, but I'll go ahead and mention their names. Aiden Gertisser of Abilene Wiley. Aiden, introduce yourself and tell us what your top finish at last year's state meet was.
Hi guys, I'm Aiden. I'm a senior at Wiley High School, and last year I got the second place in state calculator.
Oh, wow. Derek Lee, Sharon Pioneer Diamondback. Introduce yourself.
Hi guys, my name is Derek, and last year's state meet I placed third individually in calculator, and I'm proud to say I was part of the state championship 5A UIL calculator applications team as well.
Congratulations, man. State champions calculator. Wow. We're going to get into those scores deep. And what's even more interesting is that you all are like rivals but friends. You know what I'm saying? Rivals but friends. Top contenders in 5A. Aiden's out there in Region 1, West Texas. And Derek, you're down there in the Valley, Region 4. So we got some good perspective here. All right, real quick, let me say the purpose of live streaming for those of you who are joining us is to get engaged, to get some enthusiasm, get involved, interact, please contribute to the live chat. In the live chat, if you don't know what to say, just say hello, I'm from whatever city in Texas, whatever high school, go Panthers, or whatever your mascot is. Also, to increase engagement, you can call in through the Discord. So I pinned a message on the live chat, and you can call in, join the Discord, you can call in through one of the live chats, and get your opinion, get your viewpoint heard, and just share your enthusiasm with UIL with all of us. So that's awesome. Let me do a quick reminder, if you enjoy this content, could you please hit the subscription button and the notification bell, that you smash that like button and you leave a comment below, guys, or leave a comment in the chat. All right, so here's the plan, gentlemen. The main topic for the opening live stream is the virtual challenge meet number 1. You both took it. What were your initial thoughts, Aiden?
So I thought that the tests it's a good start, but obviously these tests are going to be easier than a lot of things we're going to see later in the year. So I guess maybe scores weren't super indicative of where we're going to be like towards the end of the year, but it gave us a good idea of where like the rankings are.
All right. Okay, cool. How about you, Derek? Do you have any initial impressions of the virtual challenge meet number 1?
Yeah, I thought it was a great kickoff to the season, especially, coming back from a long off season, what felt like forever. And on top of that, I think it's also a really good way to see, which competitors to look out for this year, keep a tab on some certain names and stuff like that.
On that note, there were certain non-contestants. Did Dallas Highland Park participate? I don't remember seeing the results.
I don't think I saw them.
They participated in math.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they did.
Okay, cool. And Mission Collegiate, their scores weren't reported for today.
No.
So there's schools out there that didn't participate. So these results aren't entirely thorough, but they're pretty good. A lot of participation. I think when he sent the email, Chuck Thompson. First of all, let's applaud the Chuck Thompson, the guy who hosts the Virtual Challenge Meet, and I really appreciate how he produces the results, how they're easy to go through and see your ranking, and it's just a beautiful thing he does. So let's applaud him, because we're going to use his reports as we analyze the results here live. Cool. All right. So let's take a quick initial look at the live chat. So give me a second here. Discord. Let's take a look at the live chat. Give me a second. And initially, ticker and chat. Give me a second here. Video with chat, ticker and chat, Zoom. All right, give me a second, guys. And let's take a look. Display monitor 2. Oh, hey, it says, hey, Mr. Cantu. We got Cam H signing in. Zamello says, big fan. Zamello, tell us where you're from, man. It's Cameron. All right. Nice. State champions. Math is beautiful from one of my students. I love it. Daniel Ramirez. All right. I think Daniel Ramirez is in the same room with you. Is he not, Derek?
Yes, he is.
Great. And also, let's see what we got. And he's the current reigning champion. We got some more of my students chiming in. Alan Ray is Math is beautiful. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate that. Oh, Peter Fuentes. All right, Pete. Good to see you chime in. All right, that's the initial. Chat, and we'll go in there. So we'll talk about number sense. We'll check in the chat. We'll check in the Discord. Go to number sense, and then we'll go to the calculator. Check the chat and the Discord and stuff like that. So first, let's go through the number sense results. You ready, gentlemen?
I'm ready.
All right. So
We'll see.
number sense. Go ahead. All right. We're looking first of all at overall everybody together team rankings for number sense, and even as great as Corpus Christi Flower Bluff is, Fort Bend Clemens owned everybody. You know what I'm saying? They had a team score of 1,017, and nearly 100 points behind is Corpus Christi Flower Bluff, and that's just ridiculous. The Fort Bend Clemens scores. Abilene Wiley right there in third place, team score of 744. Also, to be noted here, look at all the 5A contestants. You got a 6A and you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next 5 teams are 5A. You got Abilene Wiley, Hallsville, Sherilyn Pioneer, Derek, your team with the 655. Wichita Falls, which that's a Region 1 team. And then you got a 4A team, Brentwood Christian. That's a team I'm not too familiar with, but they're down in Region 4, District 33. Derek, are you familiar with that school?
Yeah, actually, Peter had a student named Minho who went to Brentwood, or he's rather a student from middle school because later on he moved to Brentwood Christian, which is located around the Austin area. And yeah, they used to be in 5A, I think, up until maybe last year. I'm not too sure about that.
All right. So, they got 7th place team, Lubbock. Tony Wang and the gang. 5A. They're are they in your same district? Aiden?
Yeah, we've got some pretty hefty district competition. We got Lubbock right out of the gate.
Wow. And then we got Dallas Science Engineering Magnet, and rounding up the top 10, a 3A school sneaks in there, Sabine Gladewater. So with Keith Taylor as the coach, man, that's an awful, mighty, powerful team. It's too bad Mission Collegiate didn't have their scores, but it'd be great to compare Mission Collegiate scores with Sabine Gladewater scores because they're surely going to battle it out in the 3A ranks. So there you go. And then we got a 2A school, Lindsay, Argyle making an appearance in 5A. So those are the top teams. So can anybody in 5A overcome Corpus Christi Flower Bluff as a team in number sense? That's the question.
If last year's any indication, I wouldn't bet on it.
And it's Clements with the gap, then in 5A Corpus Christi Flower Bluff with the gap, then Abilene Wiley. That's going to be a hard gap to overcome, man. They're just looking very dominant. Smart money's on Corpus Christi Flower Bluff. And by the way, so I'm looking at Kyle Zhu, Nathaniel Puumala, Samuel Zhang. Guys, if you're listening, let's do an interview with you guys, man. I'd love to put you on the show. Y'all are current state champions, so I would definitely like your perspective. All right, so those are the overall team scores in number sense. What we're going to look at next is we're going to look at overall mention of the top teams by class, real quick like, that we won't take long to do that. Top teams by class. And so in one way, Garden City looks pretty powerful. They've been, I think, the reigning state champions. And 2A, Lindsay with a 567. Even with as great as Nicholas Ellison is, he cannot get Woodsboro to overcome Lindsay. So there's a gap there. In 3A, Sabine Gladewater, man, there's a gap. So I don't know how Mission Collegiate would have done against them. So Sabine Gladewater looking like the class of 3A. In 4A, Brentwood Christian. There you go, Brentwood Christian right there. And there's a gap after them. So that school is doing something nice. 5A, Corpus Christi Flower Bluff. And then Abilene Wiley, Hallsville, and Sharyland Pioneer. All right. You know, it's still early. It's still early. So if any school gets motivated, puts a fire in them, they can probably make some headway. And then in 6A, I mean, it feels like Fort Bend Clements just doubled the second place score. That's what it feels like. With 1,017 to 612. Dylan Patel, Justin Lai, Ariane Aurora. I don't know if Fort Bend Clements can be stopped. But we'll see. We'll see. All right, and then now we're looking at overall individuals, gentlemen. Overall, I'm going to name the top 10 individuals. Overall, that's all classifications combined. Number 1. Last year's top scorer at the state meet returns, and he looks like he's in form. Dylan Patel with a 373. Second place, Nicholas Ellison. There you go, your 2A guy. He's a beast with the 364. Tied with Derek Lee, though. Derek Lee and you both got a 364. Justin Lai, fourth place individual with 350. Kyle Zhu from Corpus Christi Flower Bluff with a 323. Alan Lowry. I think that's Alan in Region 1. Which should be I think Highland Park's in Region 1 too, but in 6A. So I think Allen and Highland Park will be fierce competitors in Region 1. And there you go, Aiden Gerser, 7th place with a 321. Nathaniel Kuamala, 317. Tony Wang from Lubbock with a 307. And Aman Saradena from Longview High School, 5A with a 301. You know, I believe Aman is actually a student of Leo Ramirez. If I'm correct about this, so I think Leo Ramirez has been tutoring him. That's my understanding. Wow. So what do you think, guys? That's a pretty top-notch top 10.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of competition, and I don't know how many of those people are 5A. That's a pretty good proportion.
Yeah. So the top 10 definitely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 60%. So 5A, really.
It's going to be tough.
Hey, man, Dylan's just a beast, man. Dylan's a beast. But so is...
I got my score back, and I remember thinking, like, wow, this is good. Like, for first test back from the summer, this is pretty solid. And then I saw the results, and I'm like, man, 370, that's crazy.
Hey, Derek, you're within one question of Dylan Patel. That's, you know,
Yeah.
It's a 9-point turnaround if you don't miss a question.
Uh-huh.
So.
It's kind of funny because, I mean, coming off the summer, it's almost like, since I've been doing this so long, the numbers are just ingrained in my brain. And I just can't forget some of the tricks and certain operations. So, yeah, it's almost like it's never even left me.
Wow. So that's some great stuff. Any final thoughts on number sense before we go to the Discord, and we're going to go to the chat and the Discord, see if anybody's there to share. 373.
Definitely.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, a lot of familiar names. It's almost frightening.
It is a lot of familiar names at the top.
Yeah.
Which one are seniors? You know which one? Oh, there you go. The top 3 were seniors. Nicholas, Dylan, Derek, Aiden. You're a senior. Boy, y'all are seniors. I forget. This is your
Yeah.
This is your last go around here. Wow.
Tony's a senior. I think that's it in the top 10.
Wow. That 10th grader, Nathaniel Pulamalo, that's the youngest guy in the top 10 from Corpus Christi Flower Bluff.
And isn't Amon? Isn't he also? Is he a 10th grader?
It says here 11th grader.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Never mind then.
So that's pretty good. Hey, we got a 9th grader here from Hallsville in 11th place, Brennan Ashley. So it's going to be interesting. Top guys, top guys. But of course, everybody goes individually. But 5A is a fierce battleground. All right, gentlemen, let's take a look at the chat. So, see if we got anything in the chat going on. All right. Peter Fuentes, Brentwood is a private school out of Austin. Okay, cool. Sabine beat Mission Collegiate by 1 point for number sense in the virtual challenge field. Yeah, so I think Mission Collegiate took it independently without reporting their scores. I think Ricardo Ochoa said something about them having not paid their bills yet. So they took it independently. So it's tight. So it says Sabine beat Mission Collegiate by 1 point for number sense team in virtual challenge beat 1. Interesting. All right, let's see if we got anybody in the live rooms here. All right, nobody in the live rooms. Okay, cool. So now on to calculator. Any initial thoughts on calculator, gentlemen?
I mean, just a lot of the same. It's nice to see who's stayed sharp over the summer.
Yes. Give me a second. Get that. See who stayed sharp. Is it very practice intensive?
Calculator.
Yeah.
I feel like this is my personal opinion, but I feel like out of the 4, it's the one you probably have to practice the least.
Oh, really?
And that's the one that I practice the least personally.
Really?
Yeah, I have to agree there.
Wow. See, I would have thought it was more practice intensive, but all right. Cool. All right, calculator. Top teams overall. So, wow, we got ourselves a 3A school at the very top. Sabine Gladewater. Hey, Peter, if you're listening, tell us what Mission Collegiate got in when they took the calculator exam. So, with an 841, a 3A school, followed by Corpus Christi Flower Bluff. Wait a minute, Corpus Christi Flower Bluff also does calculator. So, I think this represents an improvement because they were known as primarily a number sense team. But that calculator score is pretty good. Abilene Wiley, you're right there with Corpus Christi Flower Bluff 5A. Hey, tell us about your team. Are those your top 3 guys? You, how do you say, Dylan and Paul?
No, we have a third. He's a junior, and he did pretty well. He would have been number 2 on our team.
Okay. So would that have catapulted you ahead of Corpus Christi Flower Bluff?
That would have put us in first, actually.
Oh, in first, actually. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And Lubbock, of course. Lubbock's tenacious. They're really good. Tony Wang and company. 5th place, Mount Pleasant, 5A school. Oh, another 5A school with 761. Hallsville, another 5A school at 754. Tied with Argyle, another 5A school at 754. Then Fort Bend Clements in 6A with a 744. In 8th place, 9th place, Sabine Pass, Ty Schaller. That's a returning champion. Ty Schaller. Alex Suarez, they're a 2A school, 721. Comal Canyon, another 5A school, 719. Comal, that's region 4, I believe. Right? 20.
Yeah, it's region 4. I think 2 years ago they had Philip Templeman, who actually won 5A calculator with 322.
Oh, that's right. I remember.
They have some history.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Wow, I remember the name. Hey, in 11th place, just outside the top 10, Derek Lee, Carlos Zavala, and Byron Johnson. You know what? I don't see Daniel Ramirez's name on this calculator's team. What happened with Daniel?
Yeah, so Daniel's been really busy these past few weeks. I mean, he's basically doing everything. And so, yeah, he didn't really have time to take the test before the deadline, but he did end up taking it afterwards. So.
Oh, okay. So, and that's the state champion, right? So that's the state. Who knows how much more higher your scores would have been catapulted if he would have partaken in the test. in the test. Hey, where's Sherryland? Did Sherryland take part in the virtual challenge meet?
Not this first one, but I think they're gonna sign up for the second one, so I would definitely watch out for those scores next time.
Oh, okay, okay. Hey, I think we might have Peter join us right now.
Oh,
Ooh,
Peter, is that you? iPhone? I wonder if it's him. I think it is him. If he gets on, that'd be a great insight too. All right, let's continue to see if he pops on. All right. So those were the top teams. Any surprise to see a 3A school at the very top?
I mean, Sabine has always been really strong. So, I mean, like it's unusual for them to be at the top, or for a 3A school to be at the top, but not for Sabine.
Hey, legendary coach Keith Taylor, man. You can tell he got a lot of pride over there, and he's done one. I got a wonderful interview with him, man. You can really understand why Sabine, led by Keith Taylor, has been such an excellent program these years. Wow. All right, so that was that. So let's take a look now at top teams by class. Top teams by class. So in Class 1A, Rankin High School, Garden City. Garden City just has a great program, man. I'm impressed by this. And I remember seeing Rankin City's bus when I went to either TMSA State or actual UIL State. I forget. Man, their bus was impressive. I was already intimidated by looking at their bus. I love it when districts have pride like that. 2A, Sabine Pass with Ty Schaller, man, defending former state champion. Plains High School. They've had some great teams historically, Plains High School. And then Woodsboro with Nicholas Ellison. 3A, Sabine Gladewater. Sabine Gladewater. Eliza Roper, returning individual champion. Denver City, distant second. 4A, Kaufman High School. Kaufman, that's in District 14. Would be Region 2. In 4A, oh, yeah, they're all 4A. Kaufman High School, the 520. And then Brentwood Christian. So Brentwood Christian is, and they're in Region 4, yes, absolutely. 5A, Corpus Christi Flower Bluff. Abilene Wiley without their number 2. Or number 3. Was that number 2 or number 3 you were missing?
On this test specifically, he would have been number 2. But our number 2 and number 3 go back and forth a lot.
Oh, okay. Cool. And Lubbock, within shouting distance anyways. Mount Pleasant, Hallsville. Man, 5A. I just love 5A. And then 6A, Fort Bend Clements. Hey, you know what I don't... Oh, Elkins, man. What's up with Elkins? Eric Lee, Phoebe Wang, Raymond. How far are we all? Y'all like a good 100 points behind Clements. Arlington Martin in Region 1. Louisville Marcus, Region 1. 652. I don't know if Fort Bend Elkins can overcome that gap, man. Clements is just magnificent. So... And we won't mention my school. My school has not been doing that good. But we have fun. And we're growing. We're growing. All right, those were the top teams by classification. And now the individuals. Uh-oh. We're in the presence of greatness. Aiden Gerser and Nicholas Ellison tied with a score of 3 points. You know, Nicholas had the top score at the state meet last year. Wow. So Nicholas Ellison, Aiden Gerser tied for first place, even on the tiebreaker. Derek Lee, what, you're like just 2 points behind. Did you miss a significant digit problem?
yeah, I missed significant digits.
Really? Wow, that's how close you were to these guys. That's bam. Ty Schaller, he means business. He's right on Nicholas Ellison's tail right there because they're both 2A. That is a battle between Ty Schaller and Nicholas Ellison in calculator. That one's good. Eliza Roper, defending state champion in Class 3A from Gladewater, Sabine. And these Allen, you know, I don't have any much connection to Allen. Hey, Aiden, do you ever go to any tournaments with Allen in Region 1?
No, we don't ever go. We usually just hang out at Texas Tech a lot.
Okay. Okay. Where is Allen? Like, do you know where that is? Is it closer to like Dallas more so?
I think it is closer to Dallas. I'm not 100% sure, but I know our tennis team went there because a lot of our people on the math team were also on the tennis team.
Okay.
I remember them saying it was a while to get there.
Okay, yeah. So that's one of those Region One teams that really, really close to Region Two, basically. You know. All right. So Kyle Zhu with a 3. Anything about 300 is ridiculous to me. Tony Wang. Tony Wang, man, he's such a competitor, man. Tony Wang, Austin Shen, both from Lubbock High School. James Reagan from Argyle. I remember that name from last year. And our friend Eric Lee, man, in 11th place. Eric Lee from Fort Bend Elkins. I'll run into them at the Region 3 tournaments. I will say, Region 3 has been a complete desert, a barren wasteland when it comes to tournaments this first semester. We're going to go to Bridge City this weekend, though. And I've decided next year I think we're going to host. We're going to host, I think, Team SA #1, Pasadena High School, for those of y'all listening. We plan to host. We need the money, but anyway, so. All right, so any thoughts on the individual outcomes for Calculator, gentlemen?
I mean, it's a lot of, to be honest, it's pretty much what I expected. Pretty much everyone at the top has just gotten there and stayed there,
Okay. Hey, look who joined us. Pete Fuentes. So tell us.
How's it going, guys?
Hey, legendary coach, coach of many state champions, so much more knowledgeable than me on UIO, and I love UIO. Hey, so tell us how Mission Collegiate did compared to Sabine and Calculator.
We got an 871. So Ricky came through with a 341. Nick and Adrian are coming up pretty nicely. So it's going to be pretty nice to see how we compare all year long.
So how would they have done against Sabine?
We would have won by 30.
Wow. Boy, this is interesting, man. Very interesting. So they would have lost in number sense by 1 point. They would have won Calculator by 30 points.
30 points.
Wow. How about in math?
We got to say 100 in math. I think they had a 644, I believe.
And what did you all have?
700.
Oh, wow. Some top teams, man. It's a good thing you all are in a collision course at state. So, Derek, you happy with your score?
I'm sure they'll put up.
Sorry, what was that?
So you happy with your score in Calculator for versus Challenge Meet #1?
Yeah, I thought it was a good way to start off the year. I mean, as the season progresses, we'll obviously see fluctuations throughout everyone's scores, so I think that'll be really interesting to see.
And you know what you remind me? As a coach, I need to learn my significant digit rules. You know what I'm saying? Hey, any thoughts on this, Peter? Any other thoughts on the Calculator or number sense?
The scores look great. I mean, I know last year, or maybe I'm thinking the year before, the scores were a little low. It could have been because the tests were hard themselves, or they're just rusty coming out. But this year, it looks like everyone's coming full force. So it'll be a good year this year. But I mean, coming off COVID, everyone wants to get back into it. So I'm sure everyone wants to stake their claim as champions here and there.
Oh, yes, man. Those medals are going to be earned this year, man. They're going to be earned.
Definitely.
Hey,
definitely.
Let's take a look at the chat real quick, see what we got. See if we got anything. No, not too much action in the chat right now. If anybody's out there, say hi. I encourage you to say hi. Let's take a look at the Discord. Nobody in the live rooms. All right. It's the first of the year. I encourage people to join. And let's get some enthusiasm going, guys. This is your opportunity to interact and express your opinion. Get excited about UIL. Hey, I hope you stay with us for the duration, Peter. I'm so happy you could join us, man.
Yeah, barely. Yeah, we have a little bit of downtime. That's why I'm here.
Awesome. All right, gentlemen, you ready for mathematics?
Do it.
Let's do it.
All right. Top teams in the state overall, all classifications. Oh boy, 6A dominated here. First place team, not surprising, Fort Bend Clements. You know, I'm born and raised in Fort Bend. Clements has just been ridiculous, man. I taught summer school at Clements a couple of years when I was a teacher over there. So, 934. Dylan Patel, Justin Lai, Alexander June. Man, what a group. What a group. Allen, 6A, 848, man. Highland Park.
Right
Oh, yes,
there.
the Highland Park showing. Highland Park did participate. Wow. And 812. Wow. So, that's a tough battle with Clements, man. They're ridiculous. And then 5A start making an appearance. Oh, Fort Bend Elkins. Fort Bend Elkins in 6A in 5th place with a 764. Man, I got mad respect for Fort Bend Elkins, man. It would be so easy to just throw up your hands in the air and say, "Oh well, Clements, man," and just be and just like give up. But Fort Bend Elkins has that fighting spirit, man. And Eric Lee, only a sophomore. I think he's going to be an excellent leader, excellent. And then the coach, Corrington, Will Corrington, man. I have mad respect for Will Corrington over there at Elkins, man. For years and years.
Elkins,
Yeah, go ahead.
Elkins has had that tradition since when I competed in the 90s. So they've been doing it every year.
Oh yeah, Elkins, man. Damian Birch,
Yeah, back in 96.
state champion, man. I hear stories about him. I've been trying to find him, man. That's a legendary figure that I would like to have on my show. Damian Birch.
Must have.
Man, yeah, I'm gonna try to get him. Last I heard, I don't know, he was like for the CIA or NSA or something I heard, but who knows. All right. Lubbock High School, 5A. Where's Wiley? Can Wiley compete?
Oh, yeah, we're down there a little bit.
Yeah, I saw we're at 18, 486. Lubbock.
Yeah, a lot of our seniors didn't get a chance to take the test,
Oh,
and so I took it, and then it was kind of just the other two people.
I got you. To make a
Yeah.
team. To make a team, yes. Argyle in 5A. Sabine Gladewater, 644. Arlington Martin, 618 in Region 1. Boy, Region 1, 6. It's going to be hard in Region 1, though. Tomball Memorial, Region 3 school finally making their appearance. No, that's Region 2, Tomball Memorial. Crap. I was hoping for a Region 3 appearance. And Region 3 is just weak. But it is, except for, of course, I'm talking about 5A. But, of course, in Clements, very, very strong. All right, those are the top schools. Anything surprising? Peter?
It's good to see.
Oh.
It's not surprising, but it's good to see that Highland Park stayed up there after Justin graduated. And I
Yeah.
probably wouldn't be saying that if they were still 5A, but, don't have to worry about them anymore.
Yes, you're right. But they only participated in math?
I think so. Maybe they had other competitors and they just didn't have 3 people
Oh.
to make the team.
Yes, but it's a different world now, man. They've been for the last few years they've been dominating the 5A world. Now they're in 6A, so it's a whole new competitive scene. Hey,
Mr. Spear will get him going.
oh yes, Mr. Spear, Andy Spear, man. I got mad respect for Andy Spear. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I do wanna
and
mention-
Andy.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Andy will make sure they come.
Absolutely.
They
Absolutely.
prepare.
Cool. All right. Hey, real quick, you know what school I haven't seen? I was kind of curious in Calculator. I didn't see Conatillo. Anybody know anything about Conatillo and Calculator 5A? Aiden, have you bumped into them at the tournaments?
They weren't at the tournament that we had this Saturday, but I know that their top competitor graduated. I think she got
lady.
5th or 6th at state last year. I know she graduated,
Katia
so I don't really
Villalba.
know what their team looks like now.
Katia Villalba. Hey, they had that
That's
freshman
right.
who's now a sophomore. I think Matthew Medina or something like that.
I think so.
So
His brother was really competitive. David Medina, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did text the coach, Rudy Medina, who I have mad respect for. He's been doing it for a long time, Rudy Medina. So I did text the coach. He says they're working hard. He says they're working hard, but the distances are pretty great. They're way they're next to New Mexico. They're way out there. So I don't know if the distances have kept them from participating. When they want to go to a tournament, that's a real deal. They have to drive quite a long ways. So
Man, the trip to Austin for them must be like, do they like fly him down there or what? Because that's like a 12-hour drive.
it's a drive. But I've known Rudy Medina's been in the game, kind of like me, for a long time. So I've known him for quite a So he's been in the game. I have mad respect for him. I've been trying to get him to go on the channel so he can share his stories, but I think he's a little shy. I'll try again. Same thing with you know who I didn't see? North Shore. Anybody?
I talked to Don Kirby. He said that I want to say it's been hard for the kids to come to practice because of their schedule. Plus, he's retired now, I think. So I'm not sure, but he said they haven't gone to any meets yet, and their first meet will probably number.
So I'm close to North Shore. Pasadena's close to North Shore. Region 3 has just been a barren wasteland. That's why I'm saying right now it's my intention to host a tournament next year because it's just been a barren wasteland. But this weekend we're supposed to go to Bridge City, so we'll be at Bridge City. Hopefully, I know Don Kirby back. That's how I first met him. I first met Don Kirby over 20 years ago at a Bridge City tournament. That's how we became friends.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully I'll see him at Bridge City. Hopefully. All right, let's go on with the calculated results. So that was top teams, and let's take a look at top teams by class very briefly. Top teams, 1A, Rankin High School. Rankin, Garden City, not too far behind. Class 2A, Latexo, of course, in mathematics. That's come to be was it 10, 11 years in a row they've been state champions?
10 years.
And it doesn't look like they're going to be toppled anytime soon, man. Wow. Audrey Cravens, man, that coach is spectacular. She demands the best out of her kids, and she gets the best out of her kids. Audrey Cravens, man. Great coach over there. Sabine Gladewater. Keith, I know there's a lot of these schools I mentioned have just great coaches. Keith Taylor, Elijah Roper. Oh, Elkhart. Hey, I want to get the Elkhart. Hey, Elkhart team, if you're listening, man, I contacted your teacher. I want to put you on this show. I met these guys at state last year. They were such great individuals. So Elkhart, the Elkhart Elks, man, if you're listening, man, let's get you on this show. All these guys, Alex Vargas, Timur, Anwar, Ethan. I met these guys last year. They were such a great group. All right, Elkhart, you listen to me, contact me. Brentwood Christian in 4A. Wow, that's a pretty good school. I'm impressed. 5A, Lubbock in math. Man, Lubbock looks really tough in math. So, Aiden, are they the clear favorites? Do y'all have a hope against them?
In our contest we had this Saturday, we actually beat them.
Really?
So I don't know if they had everyone that's going to be on their state team, but yeah, we won pretty comfortably.
Okay, wow. Awesome. So, wow, that should be a very tight battle. And look,
right out of district, man, they don't give us any time.
Wow. Hey, a Region 3 school makes its appearance. A&M Consolidated. They used to have a great team. I think they had a coach by the name of Jamie Bassett. They used to be really, really good. I don't know if you remember that, Peter Fuentes.
Yeah, I remember. They had a good team my senior year with Janet Chen and another kid who was a senior. Janet was a junior at that time. But every year they'll put out some students every year.
Hey, Goose Creek Memorial. That's another Region 3 team in 5A. That's Swayam Gupta, man. He's pretty spectacular.
Yes, sir.
All right. 6A, of course, Fort Bend Clements, man. Master thing. But Allen, Highland Park, they're not going to go down without swinging. And, of course, Fort Bend Elkins, man. They're my emotional favorites ever since Naveed and Eric and these guys. So I really am a Fort Bend Elkins fan.
They did a really good job last year.
They did,
really
man.
good job.
You see how much they grew last year?
Yeah, I remember in December when we went out there, they were coming up, and then in the second semester they just put the gas to the floor and they went for it, and they did well.
They
did really well.
They did, man. You know, this group, I really like Eric Lee a lot. I think he's a great leader. They got that, Phoebe Wang and all these guys. I look forward to meeting these guys as soon as we have a tournament. I'm sure we'll meet them at Katy Seven Lakes, Fort Bend Travis.
Yeah, they're young.
So,
I want to say most of their team are all sophomores.
yeah. Now that Naveed's graduated. So, all right. And the individuals. Tony Wayne from Lubbock High School, man. I need to get him on my show. I wanted to get the Lubbock team, man, but somehow I can never coordinate with him as well. Tony Wayne, Derek Lee in the house, not far away. Nicholas Ellison, of course, a beast. Aiden Gerser, so right there, 2 of the top 4 right here with us in the room. Eric Lee, Dylan Patel. I mean, this is a who's who in mathematics. Justin Lai. Justin Lai is the defending state champion in mathematics in 6A. This Allen kid, this Warith Rahman. Fort Bend Clemens, Alexander June, Ariane Bora. Then Highland Park makes an appearance down here. Swayam Gupta, Region 3. All right. Any final thoughts on the math?
Very strong, very strong.
Yeah, man. Math's my favorite one. So, Fort Bend Clemens, man. Now we're talking about decades. I mean, there for a while, Dulles had their number. With the Bobby Shen years, even Fang Lee. There for a while, Dulles had Clements, and that was a battle. But, Dulles just seems to slipped off the radar recently. Although I did meet their coach in a couple tournaments last year. She's a very sweet lady, very strong. So I think they'll be good. They had a science state champion, I believe.
I believe so, too.
Sorrell, or what was his name? Oh, I forgot his name. But he's very strong in science.
Rashiel, maybe?
Huh?
Rashiel Shaw, you mean?
Yes. Rashiel
Yeah.
Shaw. There you go. Very strong. Very strong. Exactly. Dulles High School. I went to Dulles for a year. So I graduated from PSCA. But in 10th grade, I went to Dulles High School. So, interesting. All right. Let's take a look at the chat. See if we got any appearance. Ricardo Ochoa waves at us. Good. Now, hey, hello, Ricardo. Good to have you here. And let's see if there's anything in Discord. Nobody in the live chats. All right. So we're going to have to increase participation in the next live chats, live streams. Good stuff. Gentlemen, you ready for the final one? Science? Let's look at science.
Yeah.
So, Aiden, you've been improving in science?
I've been working on it, yeah. Finally got AP Chemistry under my belt, and I'm taking biology this year.
Hey, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Man.
Biology is really hard. In my opinion, biology is the hardest one to do without taking the class, just because there's so much knowledge that you have to have.
I bet. All right, let's take a look at the top teams. Allen. See, a lot of times in science, new people, new teams start to emerge. Although Allen has been great in the other events too, but they actually number 1 in science, and by a long shot. A distant second is Argyle, 5A team. Wichita Falls, 5A. Abilene Wiley, 5A. 658, 596. Arlington Martin, 6A with a 588. A&M Consolidated. All right, they seem to have a team this year, math and science. Elysian Fields, that's a team I'm not definitely. Hey, Peter, you familiar with that team?
I've heard of their school. I don't know too much about them. What conference are they?
They're in 3A, along with Sabine Glaywater. They had close scores. They're really tight.
Yeah, I saw some of their scores. Other than the VCM, I hadn't heard of them before.
I've heard of them only because I've scrutinized the scores before, so I know I've heard the name. They seem to be doing pretty good in science. They barely edged out Sabine Glaywater, though. One's in District 15, one's in District 16. They're both in Region 2. So
yeah, I'm new, so I'm barely getting used to all these different schools now.
Round Rock McNeil High School makes an appearance. La Feria down the valley makes an appearance. Hey, do you see them at the local tournaments? Does La Feria show up to the valley tournament?
Yeah, we do see them from time to time at our meets, and they're always taking over the science rankings. So
Oh, really? So they're a pretty good team science. They got somebody there who cares about science.
yeah, they've always had a pretty decent science program over there. So
Hey, Aiden, you there?
Yes.
You know, I will say about science, I was at Carnegie Vanguard. I think it was 2018, 2017. I forgot what year it was, but one of my individuals had Top Gun. He had Top Gun at Team USA State, Amherst Lotlicker. And the only reason is Klein had this guy, Jonathan Zhang, who was ridiculous strong in number sense calculator and math. But my guy, because he did science, ended up winning Top Gun. So that science score can mean the whole difference for Top Gun. You know?
Wow. Yeah.
It can make a big difference. All right, let's take a look at the top schools by class. In 1A, Garden City with that excellent UIL program they have over there. McMullen County High School, UT Tyler. 2A, All Saints Episcopal near Lubbock, or Lubbock High School. Wow. They won 2A pretty handily. 3A, we got Elysian Fields, but closely behind them was Sabine Laywater. And 4A, La Feria, man. So La Feria got themselves a science team. That's good to hear. 4A, La Feria. I think they're the La Feria Lions, if I remember correctly. I don't remember. Do you remember their mascot, Derek?
Yeah, it's the Lions.
The Lions. Okay, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, they've had that science coach there for many years. He usually has a couple kids that go to state every year.
Awesome. That's awesome. 5A, Argyle, man. Argyle. You know, they dominated 3A for so many years. Or what were you? 4A? Did they dominate for years?
Yeah, they were 4A.
4A, so now in 5A. Abilene Wiley, not too far behind, though.
Yeah, they're going to be a headache in science. Our region in science is really tough. We've got Argyle and we've got Lubbock High, who I think got second in state last year. And then we've got Ryder also. Ryder has a really good science team.
Yes, I see that right here. Wichita Falls, Ryder High School. Wow, they're all from Region 1.
Yeah. I don't think Lubbock posted, but yeah, they're always really good in science.
Wow. Hey, how do you feel about your team, Aiden? They're a bunch of good. You know, I remember meeting them at state. They look like a bunch of really good guys, man.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be really fun. Science, for the science team, we've got a couple of newcomers, not necessarily freshmen, but some people that have well, I've taken these AP classes. I might as well give this a shot. And we've got one who will go unnamed for right now. That's definitely doing really well.
Okay.
See how that goes.
I feel like I've seen this name, Timothy Varghese, before.
He's on our number sense team.
Oh, okay. Cool. Awesome. Great group of guys, man. I had fun meeting them.
Yeah.
All right. And 6A, Allen. They're looking really strong, man. There's a gap between them and Arlington Martin High School. So, Fort Bend Elkins down the rank here, but good stuff. Any thoughts on science, gentlemen? Oh, wait, individual. Let's look at individuals. Aryan Bora from Fort Bend Clements High School. Wow. 322, man. Aiden Gerser, 302. Hey, you're not joking that you got good at science. Holy cow, you're not joking. Eric Yang,
this was definitely a better one for me.
Well, over 300 in science. That's ridiculous. Eric Yang, Marek McNow, Anthony Zhu. Well, this Allen team's packed. Warith Rahman, Brandon Kim, Daniel Roberts. I've heard that name before. Drew Sims, Prasai Desai. I'm not so sure how you say that. All right, these science results. Okay, gentlemen, any thoughts on science?
I thought that this test was a little bit easier, and I think these scores are going to be like even more than the other events. I think these scores are going to be pretty inflated. But who knows? I mean, Arian's a smart guy. Maybe he'll make a 322 at state too.
All right. Okay. Cool. So, Peter, any headlines?
Headlines. I don't know. I know Sabine looks strong.
Yes.
Hmm.
I have a headline. I have a couple of headlines. Aiden Gerser does science. That's one headline.
Yes.
LaFedia Lions looking strong in science. Allen looking strong in science. These guys are good. You know, I forgot what school it was. Maybe it was Fort Bend Elkins. I remember they had a strong science group last year. I'm thinking it was Fort Bend Elkins. I forget. We'll see. But anyways. All right, how about overall? Okay, let me take a quick look at the chat, see if anybody contributed then. Let's take a look. So not too much action on the chat tonight. We'll see if we can increase that as the year progresses. We try to get some more enthusiasm, people to join. Hopefully people will watch this, because once we produce this video, it's recorded. And once it's recorded, I usually get a whole bunch of views after the fact, because YouTube just saves it as a recording. Let's take a look one more time on Discord. All right, nobody called in tonight, guys. Let's get some more interaction next time. I love it when people call in, express their opinion. I remember, do you remember Landon Montreal, Peter?
He's not here anymore.
Oh, he's not here no more. He's gone. All right, cool. No problem. All right. Gentlemen, any major headlines you think? What do you think?
I would.
Yeah, go ahead.
If I was in Region 4, I would be looking out for Flower Bluff in more than just number sense. It looks like they're really stepping it up in calculator, especially.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah,
Boy,
that's a region I'm not jealous of. I'll tell you that.
Oh, it looks like Peter might be coming back on.
Wait.
How about you, Derek?
Yeah. Yeah, Flower Bluff is definitely looking like a threat in all three this year, as opposed to just number sense from last year, as what Aiden was saying. And also, I'd like to mention, like, at our local meets, we've had a lot of young talent, I would say, springing up in like number sense. I think, like I mentioned before, there was a couple 300s. One of them coming from our school. His name was Carlos. And there was also a couple of Edinburgh North kids that scored 300, which was really surprising because it just came out of nowhere.
So Edinburgh North, how's Edinburgh? Is that the same thing? Edinburgh Vela is different, right?
Yeah, they're different schools.
How's Edinburgh Vela doing?
Vela, I think at the first meet I went to, their top guy scored a 260, and then I think at the second meet they didn't do as well. I think they might have dropped like around 50 points, but I'd still definitely keep an eye out for them because they're also in our district, and they dropped to 5A this year. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, really? They dropped to 5A.
Yeah, they dropped to 5A.
Wow, it just gets even better, even better.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. Hey, gentlemen. I really appreciate y'all being with me because you all lend a lot of credibility to the program. We got top guys who actually compete on a weekly basis. So that's great. Let me take a quick moment and say our next live stream is December 19th, where the topics will be the UILC and a first semester recap. You know what I'm saying? I want to do it. December 19th might be hard because people might be traveling, stuff like that, but I want to do it kind of like outside the final exam week, when people are less stressed. So if you're not traveling, it might be a convenient time to have it. And I need everybody throughout the state, I need you all to start sending me the results, especially UILC, because that'll be the topic for next time. I need results, especially UILC for next time. That'll be the main topic. Also, let me take a quick moment. If people enjoy this material, I hope that you'll subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. It supports the channel. Let's spread this joy. Let's spread this beauty to as many people as possible. Make a comment and just share out just the joy of this channel to your friends. And hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. All right. Good. So, anything else, gentlemen? Anything else? What do you think?
I do have one last thing to mention.
Yes.
UIL 5A calculator applications. Yeah. For anyone competing in 5A calculator, just watch out. Because now there's 800 plus teams all jumbled together. And they're also, there's not that many graduates that have left these teams either. So
the question is, can anybody topple the reigning champions? Can anybody topple? Can Sherilyn Pioneer protect their title? That's the real question.
A special request. May I let Daniel answer this one?
Yes, Daniel, can you all be toppled? Daniel, you know what I noticed? I noticed that you did not take that test.
I did not. I didn't have time. But I got a 320 later.
Okay,
Wow.
Okay. So we'll see if anybody can topple. So we're talking with Daniel Ramirez, current reigning state champion, 5'8" calculator, man. Current reigning champion. Awesome, Daniel. Awesome.
Nice to be here.
I don't know. I think Abilene Wiley has something to say about that, though. I think.
Yeah,
Wiley.
we're definitely coming for it. We are putting the foot on the gas, as Peter said.
Awesome.
We're coming for it. We were that close last year. Just 3 questions, if I remember. But yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah. A dogfight, if I may.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, when competition drives us to excel, we all win. And that's the beauty of UIL, man. That really is the beauty of UIL. I'm sure, thank God we have UIL directors like Burrell, directors like Larry White, McCurdy, all these guys who do such a spectacular job to make it happen. And, you all are the glory guys. You all are the top. You all are, like, visibly top. I think a lot of people have a lot of admiration. But I do want to mention that UIL, I've personally seen just mediocre, skilled kids become better just because of what UIL provides. A structure for them to compete and to improve their skills. Even though they may not make the heights of a state tournament, UIL really does improve their skills, improves their SAT scores. So it's good to have the top guys on, but UIL does so much good throughout ability levels, throughout the ranks. And gentlemen, maybe you can join me December 19th.
Maybe. Do you know what day the UILC is? Is it the 17th?
I don't think so. I think it's like the
It's the-
10th or something. December, right? December. It's usually the second weekend of December?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right.
Do you have it, Derek?
Yeah, we have a meet on the 10th, I think. Yeah, and that should be UILC.
Yeah, I think that's UILC. Where's that at, Derek? Do you know?
I have no idea, actually. Yeah, I have to check.
Y'all are busy. All right,
Yeah, I'm gonna have
guys.
to take mine. I'm gonna have to take mine a little bit later because I have a band thing on the 10th, which seems to be a recurring theme.
Hey, but you're so good at that band thing, man. I've seen some of the videos that your mom places online and stuff. Your mom and your Facebook friends. She's very proud of you, man, and no wonder. I see, man. That band goes strong at Abilene Wiley.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. Yeah.
Awesome. Any final words or parting thoughts, gentlemen? We're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Hey, guys, I hope our paths cross. I can't thank you enough. I really appreciate it, gentlemen. I really appreciate it. Peter, thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. And everybody, good luck. And we'll see you December 19th on our next live stream. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
Farewell, guys. Farewell. Take care.